अच्छा bro, finally आ गए. Finally long.
आगे
हाँ,
me and my best friend are here
क्या
for
बात.
this.
Very nice. अच्छा, so
अच्छा,
who are you bro? कौन है आप?
मैं
Yeah.
मैं कौन हूँ
आप कौन है?
भाई? बज़ाहिर तो शनाख्ती कार्ड पे तो सैयद मोहम्मद मीसम है, but besides that, who am I, right?
Yeah.
So I am the person who, in terms of academics, yeah, bachpan se it's like it was something I never had to like put in too much effort for, right? So when I think of myself, honestly, one of my biggest things is my studies, right? The way I perform in school, in class, is actually one of my defining features. Because yeah, dekho, it's something I, to some extent, have put zero effort in, and to some extent have worked very hard for, right? To get to where I am, मेरा जैसा जैसा उर्दू में कहते हैं ना, ज़हनी तवाज़ुन का जो लेवल पहुंचा है,
Got it.
उस पे एक एफर्ट जाती है, चाहे वो सब कॉन्शियस हो या कॉन्शियसली हो. तो आई फील लाइक दैट रियली डिफाइंस मी. बट यार, ये जो क्वेश्चन है हु आर यू, मैं आई वाज गोइंग थ्रू द क्वेश्चन लिस्ट. हु आर यू इज एक्चुअली वन ऑफ योर टफेस्ट क्वेश्चंस.
ऐसे ही है, इनके दो डिफरेंट आंसर्स हो सकते हैं. एक तो कौन है आप, एंड देन who you want to be.
एग्जैक्टली. यार, इफ वी गो फ्रॉम द अदर डायनामिक ना, हु आई वांट टू बी, व्हेन आई वाज, अच्छा मैं तुम्हें एक स्टोरी सुनाता हूँ व्हिच आई थिंक कभी किसी ने नहीं सुनी, राइट? I'm gonna let you guess. There was a Pakistani girl, right, who went to meet Bill Gates back in 2005, right? Real famous. कोई नाम याद आ रहा है?
No, 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 not in particular.
Arfa Kareem, right?
कौन?
Arfa Kareem.
आई थिंक कोई स्टोरी सुनी हुई है इसके बारे में.
हाँ. तो when I was born, right? I was born in the US. तो मैं अपनी फ्लाइट पे जब मेरी वालदा मुझे इतना सा था, मैं वापस आ रहा था, मेरी मामा के साथ अरफा करीम बैठी हुई थी, right? And Arfa Kareem goes, ये बड़ा क्यूट बच्चा है. And खुदा की कसम, my mom had just given birth. She was बिल्कुल, yeah, obviously it's a tough process. उसके for an entirety of, let's say, 2 days, I was in the care of Arfa Kareem, right? So when we parted ways, she told my mom, she's like, he's gonna go big in my field, right? And she was a computer scientist, right? Who went to NASA, who went to Bill Gates, which was pretty huge deal. तो मामा के मुताबिक, that is something that blessed me. ठीक है? So like my first few days were spent with a goddamn scientist. That has to account for
And
something.
someone who met Bill Gates. And
Exactly.
incredible.
So from there, I feel like that is where my journey in science started. So I think by the age of 8, I was an active member of NASA ka youth program tha, and a few others. So in terms of who I want to be, I want to be someone who brings the fields of astrophysics and astronomy on a major level in Pakistan. Because हाँ ठीक है, इधर स्पार्को है, ठीक है, PCSIR है, but are they doing what Pakistan is capable of
So
here?
they're not. मैं भी कुछ अर्से पहले काफी इंटरेस्टेड था ये एस्ट्रोफिजिक्स के अंदर, और पाकिस्तान के अंदर बहुत कम इंडिविजुअल्स हैं जो इसमें काम कर रहे हैं, and they're actually
हाँ.
bringing some stuff.
Because यार देखो, it's not like पाकिस्तान में टैलेंट की कमी है,
टैलेंट
right?
बहुत है, लेकिन टैलेंट यूज नहीं होता सही. वेस्ट.
टैलेंट टैलेंट जब यूज होता है, हमारे लिए नहीं यूज होता, बाहर के लिए यूज
एग्जैक्टली,
हो जाता
बाहर
है,
चले जाते हैं.
which actually sucks because I'm very patriotic, right? And it really pisses me off.
ऐसे.
But acha, let's move on to your next question.
What are you studying?
Okay. So I was class of 2021 in my old school for O levels. did my I did my O levels and it was just all like sciences. लेकिन बीच में मैंने बाकी जो subject दिल किया साथ ले लिया, right? So it was econ, ICT, physics, chemistry, maths, all that. So it went well, right? I scored an A star on every test I took besides one, which is pain. But I finished my O levels. उसके बाद I joined Health Start Curry and I started doing IB,
So your
which
first
is a
year was,
very vigorous
yeah,
process.
your first year was last year.
Yeah, academic year, I
how was
joined
your
like
experience?
2021 August.
How was your
With
experience?
IB?
Yeah, in the school, in the school.
In the school, acha. I'm gonna come IB part first because yeah, IB is tough, right? Like it is demanding. I'm someone who like मैंने जो कहा था, this has always been either too easy or way too difficult for me because मैं मेरी जो effort गई है ना, it went into other things, right? Not primarily basic. Like वो कहते हैं ना कि education जो है, we need to actually redefine what we call education, right?
और
Because हम जिसे education कहते हैं यार, let's see, does red light have a higher frequency than green light? ठीक है, आधे से ज्यादा लोग ही जिंदगी में यूज नहीं करेंगे,
नहीं करेंगे।
ठीक है। तो उसके अलावा जो एजुकेशन है यार, वो इज समथिंग दैट मैटर्स एंड आई फील लाइक आईबी में टू सम एक्सटेंट वो चीज आई जाती है, राइट? बिकॉज यू हैव a lot of things going for you यार, मतलब हर सब्जेक्ट में you have to somehow do something practical. Then there's CAS, TOK extended essay. It practically just grooms you for university.
तो
And now
इसमें
you asked हाँ,
बोले
go
बोले।
on. I was going to come towards the how
इससे
I
मुझे
find Kuri.
एक आज मेरे दिमाग में क्वेश्चन आया काफी इंटरेस्टिंग। हाउ डू यू प्लान ऑन हैंडलिंग बीइंग द प्रेसिडेंट विद आईबी इन ग्रेड 12?
हाँ, सो ये क्वेश्चन ना सिर्फ तुम्हारे दिमाग में आया है, ये क्वेश्चन मैम नदीम के दिमाग में भी आया था. सो मैम नदीम अप्रोच्ड मी, आई थिंक दिस वाज end of day Monday, and she asked me and says, will you be willing to jeopardize your grades with this presidency? And you know that kind of stung for a second. Okay, it wasn't you will be jeopardizing, it was will you be jeopardizing, in a way that it's guaranteed I'm going to jeopardize my grades if I take on the presidency, right? And yeah, that stung, but you know, it's true. देखो, if I want to do anything, literally anything, for anyone, मुझे अपने IB को थोड़ा सा back step रखना पड़ता है. I don't know if you know, I have an exam tomorrow, right?
फॉर
I
व्हाट?
also had an exam today, right? And I have countless submissions this weekend, right? उस हिसाब से यार IB keeps you busy, but I genuinely plan कि to get, जब मेरा presidency पे back foot होगा ना, I plan to grind out my IB because जब जब मैं आगे आऊंगा ना, I need to bring my A game. Let's be real, ठीक है? Because one of my biggest points, I'll bring this on later in more detail, is कुरी का नाम बनाना है. इस
और
कुरी का नाम नहीं
हाँ,
रहा,
ऐसी कोई भी
नहीं
नहीं
रहा,
है अभी सो फार।
कोई भी नहीं है. तो you asked about my experience at कुरी, यार वैरायटी है.
ऐसे
एक
ही है,
सही
ऐसे
बात है,
ही है,
वैरायटी
ऐसे
है.
हर तरह के
एक,
लोग।
एक, हर तरह के लोग यार. मेरी क्लास, माय आईबी क्लास इज 8 people, राइट? तो आर्ट के आर्ट में यार वो होता है ना कि ओ ये दोनों एक जैसे हैं, इसकी और उसकी एक, we're
हर
all
हर
unique.
एग्जैक्टली ऐसे ही है।
It's
बहुत
and it's very
डाइवर्सिटी है
nice.
लोगों में, अच्छी
I
बात।
really like this diversity.
नो और
जो
फायदा भी है, यू
ना,
गेट टू बी विद डिफरेंट पीपल। आपको मतलब यू
हाँ,
कम मोर ओपन माइंडेड।
and not diversity in just the way people look, right? It's just diversity. You get to see कि लोगों के different, जो different backstyle से आते हैं, different life से आते हैं, उनका दिमाग चलता कैसे है?
डिफरेंट ओपिनियंस, डिफरेंट।
Different opinions. Like अगर मैं कहूँगा कि यार PTCL वाले मेरी गली में construction कर रहे हैं, they cut the cable so I don't have internet anymore, right? So in that same thing, it's really funny to me that some people react with, oh, why don't you just switch to data? And some react with, man, I had the same problem. Someone's like, wait, what? They cut the cable?
ऐसे ही है।
Like it's very funny to me seeing हर बंदे के ना different reactions. So I genuinely like Kuri. Like mahal, environment. Teachers are a major
टीचर्स
thing.
आर
Kuri ki
अमेजिंग, आई
teachers
एग्री,
are phenomenal.
टीचर्स बेस्ट,
Teachers are amazing here.
अमेजिंग टीचर।
So facilities are good, but they need to be worked on.
एग्जैक्टली, आई थिंक
ये मैं
जो
आगे
यूज
अपनी जो बातें हैं ना, मैं उसको
फैसिलिटीज
मैं
का
कंटिन्यू
यूज है वो
करूंगा.
इतना अच्छे एक्सटेंट पे नहीं हो रहा।
नहीं हो रहा.
अच्छा, व्हाई डू यू वांट टू बी द प्रेसिडेंट?
Why do I want to become president? अच्छा, मैं अपने पिछले स्कूल में था ना, till let's just say कि like मैं उस स्कूल में समझ लो grade 2 से लेके grade 10 तक था, right? Off
ठीक
and
है।
on I left to go abroad for a few years, but I want to be president because when I stepped in Kuri on day one, right? मैं मेरा ये CI center था, तो मैंने अपने सारे CIs Kuri में दिए. I stepped in day one, I'm like, यार ये किधर हूँ मैं? This is not a school in Islamabad,
नहीं है।
ठीक है? And यार बंदा हैरान होता है ये किधर आ गया हूँ, right? It is an insane
मैं भी आई
campus.
जॉइंड इन लाइक 2020, इट वाज वेरी डिफरेंट।
हम्म, बहुत यार. इट्स लाइक वो फर्स्ट लुक जो होता है ना, द गार्डनिंग सेंस यार, इट्स लाइक हर मौसम के फूल लगे हुए हैं. इट्स सो ब्यूटीफुल, इट्स डन सो नाइसली. तो that was something that was like, you know, it was like a proper slap to my face. Ki, this is what a campus should be like.
Exactly.
So when I joined, right, and there was a lot of like expectations का एक level था which I had, and frankly वो मुझे I can't believe I'm saying this नहीं रहा. Like it wasn't met. There's so much potential at Kuri, not in
बहुत
terms of
पोटेंशियल
students,
है ब्रो.
facilities. यार मैं हैरान होता हूँ स्कूल में क्या नहीं है, right?
इन
तो
फैसिलिटीज के साथ कुछ देयर इज सो मच पॉसिबल पर
there's
पॉसिबल नहीं हो
so
रहा.
much possible, but I don't see it happening. Yeah. And then I see all these other presidential candidates going around saying, "Ke, vote for me, and I'll make sure you guys get your phones back." I'm like, yeah, really? Is that something that's so important?
एग्जैक्टली.
Yeah, Kuri ke कसम से I go into like every other room and student देख लो या teacher देख लो या you look at the facilities itself, it is so high, and
वही तो.
these students aren't doing what they're capable of.
नो.
And it's sad to see, right? Academically be, extracurriculars be, it's just not there, right? And it's something to, I want to become president because one, I want to leave a mark on Kuri. I want to bring it two, I want to bring it back on the map of Islamabad. And three, यार इन बच्चों को कुछ जिंदगी में कुछ बना के जाना है, ठीक है? And I don't, obviously I'm not like a father figure to anyone in school, right? I'm in the same school system as them,
I
but
would
I
say
feel like they
I
need
would say
someone
it's
to
more
push
of
them.
a I would say it's more of an older brother figure than a father.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because यार एक चीज होती है ना कि अगले को पुश करना कि यार मुझे इधर आओ, ये चीज हो सकती है, तो why don't you go for this? तुम
Exactly.
ये करो, तुम्हारे में कैपेबिलिटी है, सलाहियत है इस चीज की, तो करो, क्यों नहीं करते हैं? So if the reason I want to become president is one, I really like the role of president, right? That sounds very bad, but it's kind of true, right? I like to be called Mr.
I
President,
agree.
but it's something psychological level. But the second is I want to make an impact, a lasting impact in the school.
And you want to be remembered also.
I want to be remembered. I want to leave a legacy here.
Yes. Good point. So, if you were to become president, say you were to become
Hmm.
president, what would the first 6 months look like?
The
Half of the
first
year.
6 months.
Half of the year, basically. You could say
Acha.
60% of the
See
year.
that's interesting. Acha. I'm going to take the first 6 months to mean like a midterms or winter break
Yeah,
तक, right?
exactly. Till Jan.
So
Anyway.
till January. तो यार off the bat, right? मुझे सबसे पहले यार before I say यार मैं तुम लोगों की parties करवाऊंगा, MUNs करवाऊंगा, before we get to that यार मैंने तुम लोगों के personal issues resolve करवाने हैं, right? One of
100%.
my biggest things is कि यार if a teacher has a problem with you or you have a problem with a teacher, right? Or you have a problem with another student, taking it to the admin, let's just be real, it sucks, right?
It's useless
Because
to an extent. It doesn't do
it's
anything.
useless यार. Exactly. Parents involve होते हैं, permanent record की बातें बीच में शुरू हो जाती हैं, तो आप अपना point raise नहीं कर पाते, right? तो almost immediately, I don't know if you remember the last student council, they did this thing where वो इस चीज को यूं लेके जाते हैं कि we'll make an anonymous platform, उसके थ्रू आप हमसे बात कर सकते हैं. नहीं यार, भाई if I win, that means the school elected me. यार, why would I be anonymous?
Exactly, I see.
I'll first of all, I'll put myself out there as someone all students and teachers can approach. Like, let's just say you, okay? I've seen you in your physics class, right? And Sir Saqib says to me, कि यार ये बच्चा detrack हुआ है. He needs to get back on his feet. He needs some help. And if not, I feel like I will have to go to the admin because this guy has lost it, right? He doesn't help me in class. He's that. I, being the president, will say, all right, sir, you don't need to go to the admin. Let me try resolving the issue for you.
That's
I
true.
will, I'll, in that class, जो तुम्हारी class है, I'll take you out, right? I won't give you a free class. I'll take you out. I'll sit down with you. I'll say, यार, मसला क्या है? Like, where's the
तो
problem?
बच्चे के लिए भी ये फायदा होगा फॉर द स्टूडेंट कि उसके पेरेंट्स तक बात नहीं जा रही, रिकॉर्ड पे नहीं जा
Parents
रहा,
तक बात
और
नहीं
इज
करते
गेटिंग
हैं.
अ पर्सन हु
Exactly.
ही कैन रिलेट टू एंड टॉक टू सम
Exactly,
एक्सटेंट.
because yeah, there's not really about nothing about me that is really like unrealistic, right? मैं भी उसी तरह का student हूँ, ठीक है? I top my exams, but I also fail some exams, ठीक है? So I feel like I'll be put on like एक level होगा कि a student can talk and easily communicate with me on a peaceful note, ना? Because मैंने ये देखा है कि मैं, अच्छा, here's something that might help some people know why I'm running for president. I have no problem being frank with the admin, right? I had a problem with a specific teacher last year, right? And I just went to the admin. I'm like, ma'am, I feel like this is horrendously wrong. This shouldn't be happening. This needs to be changed, and I don't accept this. Whereas a lot of students, when they'd go to complain, they'd be like, ma'am, yeah, I don't really like this, but I don't know what to do about this. Should I talk to you? Yeah, you need to be able to talk to the admin. Okay? There's this level of like, there's this perfect mix of muska, respect, and getting your point through, right?
100%.
वो आना चाहिए, ठीक है? I feel like I have that mix right there when talking to the admin, so I can convey your points easily to them, right? और अगर अच्छा मैं unrealistic promises नहीं करूंगा, जिस तरह लोग करते हैं ना कि मैं ये करवाऊंगा वो करवाऊंगा, but when they go to the admin they're like नहीं
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 होता है
भाग जाओ.
क्योंकि आई थिंक
But
कुछ
हाँ,
केसेस में लास्ट ईयर भी इसी तरह हुआ था. बहुत प्रॉमिसेस हुए,
yeah,
फिर नथिंग एक्चुअली
it actually went down.
डाउन.
जो
ट्यूसडे
चीजें,
नीचे गया टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द ईयर. ऐसे था कि देयर वाज नो प्रेसिडेंट.
there was no president, and yeah, it was to the, like, don't get this wrong, Imad. If you're watching this, I love you. You're one of my
ही
closest friends.
प्रोबेबली इज वाचिंग.
Yeah, but I feel like there was a lot that could have been done. Like again, I'll come back to the point of the talent in Guri, which is insane. Acha, I have some friends at this college, जो I think Pakistan का एक standard है of the best college, right, in Pakistan. So I have a lot of friends at HSN College, right? So HSN में I am planning to take a team from Head Start Kuri to Ackman, HSN College MUN, ABC, HSN Business Community का उनका एक event होता है. Ma'am Nadine said this as well. Head Start को में एक parley debate team होनी चाहिए. I don't know if you know how parliamentary debates work, but they're much more intense compared to MUNs, right? It's just a 3-on-3. समझ लो, it's like a battle, right?
समझ आ गया.
तो चीजें हैं जो I think that are not like बहुत up there, but they're होनी चाहिए ना,
होनी
and वो नहीं है.
चाहिए. जो होस्ट
I'm not
होती है
going to
पहले
say कि I'm going to host the biggest concert in the school's history. नहीं, मैं नहीं कहूंगा because मैं नहीं कर सकता, ठीक है? I want to get this school on its feet. Like छोटी छोटी चीजें ना जिसकी वजह से मैं इरिटेट हो जाता हूँ, ठीक है? Like it's election week, right? So it was supposed to be कि मंडे को अनाउंस होंगे, ट्यूसडे से कैंपेनिंग शुरू, राइट?
और लेट हो
कल
गया.
थर्सडे स्कूल में एक पोस्टर नजर आ रहा है. मैंने जो अपने सर पे बारबी का टियारा बनाया हुआ था,
आई थिंक दैट्स द
right?
ओनली थिंग वी सॉ.
That's the only thing that was running. And yeah, I don't like the energy at Kuri. Like if you've seen me around school, right? I don't know if you know, I'm very energetic, right?
एनर्जेटिक एग्जैक्टली. बहुत
तो
पॉजिटिविटी फील होती है. आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाई.
हाँ, तो बिल्कुल. तो यार क्या हुआ कि मैं मंडे को when I was campaigning, right? I went up to a few students and I gave them my like logical points as to why I would be a better candidate, right? So I got a lot of votes running. People like, ठीक है. आज I went for a funny approach. You saw me. I was wearing the tiara. I was going around, and I'm not going to name them, but one of the juniors says this is the most incompetent look on a president,
No, but there is nothing
and
else
that
to.
stung.
I think
That,
no one else is putting in the effort. So I feel like
yeah, यार मतलब there's this
एफर्ट
thing
ही नहीं
कि
कोई लगा रहा तो फिर क्या.
हाँ यार देखो, becoming president is not a small deal, right? You're doing something. It's a huge deal, and there's a lot of responsibility that comes with it. And यार ये जो energy है, it needs to be carried throughout the year for anything to happen.
ऐसे ही है.
कुछ नहीं होगा अगर अगर शुरू में यार ये देखो एनर्जी क्या है.
इस तरह की
बच्चे
एनर्जी कुछ भी नहीं होना.
शैडो कैंपेन कर रहे हैं. शैडो कैंपेनिंग रियली? यार मैं कोई कोई इलेक्शन की बात कर रहा हूँ ना, आई शो अप, देखो, हाय हाय.
ऐसे.
यार ये क्या हो रहा है यार? I just find that funny because there's a lot that could be going on, but there's sadly not. I don't know if you remember election season last year was really fun. बहुत
हाँ
मजे
मुझे
का था.
याद है टू सम एक्सटेंट. ज्यादा याद नहीं है लेकिन कैंपेनिंग पिछले साल आई थिंक ज्यादा हुई है इस साल से. काफी
बहुत
ज्यादा.
यार. I myself, I was Selena was a candidate for president. तो मैंने शर्ट पे लिटरली टेप किए हुए थे पोस्टर्स, ठीक है? मैं पूरे स्कूल में घूम रहा था, राइट? आई वाज न्यू, आई डिडंट नो एनीवन, बट शर्ट पे पोस्टर बांध के मैं जा रहा हूँ, राइट? एंड अब सारे बैठे हुए हैं,
सब
जस्ट
बैठे
लाइक
हुए हैं, नो वन इज पुटिंग एफर्ट ऐसे ही। सब
नॉट फन
सोशल
एनी
मीडिया पे
मोर।
लगा रहे हैं, लेकिन कोई असल स्कूल में कोई ऐसा
हाँ यार, but then again, social media is a huge part of
ह्यूज
this generation.
पॉइंट हम इसलिए
Like,
ही तो कर रहे हैं।
this is coming through social media, right? So I feel like हर साल social media का role just grows higher and higher. So like even if we don't want to admit it, right? Social media is playing a huge role.
आई थिंक लोग
हर extent पे देख लो।
लोग ज्यादा वही चूज करते हैं जो उनको सोशल मीडिया पे ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है, और जो
हाँ
पॉपुलर चॉइस है। आई थिंक लोग
exactly,
इफेक्ट हो रहे हैं इस तरह पॉपुलर चॉइस को चूज कर।
हो रहे हैं, बिल्कुल हो रहे हैं यार। जिस तरह देखो, but the thing is social media पे ना लोग बायस हो जाते हैं। This is something I don't like, right?
सही बात है, आई
Uh,
एग्री।
I'm going to bring in something head start कुरी की politics से बाहर, right? Um, you know शहबाज गिल के साथ क्या हो रहा है इन दिनों, right? It's real. I obviously from a human standpoint, it's sad, right? Like any human would say it's sad, but yeah, then there's the thing कि कभी एक statement बोलना चाहिए नहीं, आई डोंट नो, लेकिन कभी ये साहब इमरान खान कहेंगे कि मुझे तो इस शहबाज गिल की बातें अभी पता चली है, मैं ये ऐसा बंदा है, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, आई डोंट एसोसिएट विद हिम। कभी ये ले आएंगे कि यार दिस इज सो, जो अभी इस शहबाज गिल के साथ हो रहा है इज रॉन्ग ऑन सो मेनी लेवल्स। यार वो सोशल मीडिया पे बंदा कहेगा ना कि ये पार्टी बोल रही है और ये पार्टी बोल रही है, इन दोनों की तरफ बायसेस है। नहीं यार, एक बंदे की तरफ दो बायसेस बन जाते
ऐसे
हैं,
ही बनते हैं।
बिकॉज
सोशल
सोशल
मीडिया पे
मीडिया पे
बहुत आसान है
नो वन इज
मैनिपुलेट
हेल्ड
करना।
अकाउंटेबल।
एग्जैक्टली।
बहुत आसान हो गया मैनिपुलेट करना, बिकॉज नो वन इज अकाउंटेबल। यार मैं, इफ आई गेट अप ऑन माय स्टोरी, राइट, और मैं कुछ मिसोजिनिस्टिक सा पोस्ट कर दूं, राइट,
खत्म
and
खत्म।
keep in mind I'm a huge advocate for women's right, but if I do get up and I say something extremely misogynistic, right,
ब्रो
कौन क्या कर लेगा? ज्यादा से ज्यादा मेरा इंस्टाग्राम जाएगा,
ऐसे ही।
राइट? मेरा छोटा सा अकाउंट है 500 फॉलोअर्स के साथ, व्हाट डिफरेंस विल इट मेक इन द वर्ल्ड इफ इट डिसअपीयर्स? ठीक है, तो अकाउंटेबिलिटी चली जाती है इससे। एंड देयर वाज दैट आई थिंक इट वाज अ कोट बाय माइक टाइसन दैट सेड because of social media people are getting too comfortable with saying stuff that would get them punched in the face,
ऐसे
you
ही।
know,
बहुत अच्छी
लोग जो दिल में आता है
बहुत
बोल देते हैं, they don't have to suffer any
लोग
consequences
बोल
for it.
देते हैं चीजें, बट दे डोंट नो व्हाट दे आर सेइंग।
Exactly.
वो फाइनल क्या मैसेज है आपका? व्हाट इज योर फाइनल मैसेज
यार
पीपल हु
final
आर गोइंग
message
टू वोट
is,
ऑन फ्राइडे?
yeah, the elections कल है, so I went to Ma'am Nadine आज, right, towards the end of the day. I went and यार इतनी है बच्चों की तरह का, मैम मजा नहीं आ रहा। I just I'm like, मैम मजा नहीं आ रहा, कुछ भी नहीं, I am not enjoying this, right? I when I came to Kuri, one of the major things I enjoyed was like पहले 2 हफ्ते में ये कैंपेनिंग हो रही थी, मुझे नहीं मजा आ रहा, like मुझे किसी को नहीं मजा आ रहा, it's boring, right? And she's like, ठीक है, I know it is, what do we do? So I did give her some suggestions, and वो कल, I don't know if you got the
हाँ, आई
email,
गॉट द
those
ईमेल
came through my
10:40 आई
suggestions।
थिंक 10:40।
10:40 से onwards I gave them some suggestions. I'll forward my email to you as well so you can see. मैंने उन्हें कहा है कि if students aren't going to take it seriously, why don't we have the admin push it? Like admin push करे कि यार आप ये करो, ये करो, ये करो. Like put them all in a room and say, what are you going to do about this problem? Let's see how they react,
एग्री।
and let everyone see how they react.
एडमिन और स्टूडेंट्स दोनों नहीं करेंगे फिर तो देयर इज नो पॉइंट ऑफ द ईयर।
फिर तो मजा ही नहीं
फिर तो
आएगा ना. And
ब्लाइंड
यार
वोटिंग
there was
है।
this other thing कि हाँ, there's this other thing कि यार अगर इलेक्शन में इतनी लाइक चल रहे, तो असल में when we're elected, where would we stand?
ऐसे ही अग्रीड।
Like अगर इलेक्शन में हमें as presidential candidates we're looked at like this, right? तो फिर when we actually become elected, whoever wins, right? तो it's just sad कि maybe we'll just be treated like that. That was a sad thing. So I went and I had to get my concerns through, ठीक है? Whereas others would have like talked about
दे
it for
वुडंट
two,
हैव
three days
केयर्ड।
and
वो तो
composed
बस
an email.
जो हो रहा है वो हो रहा है।
नहीं करते ना, होना चाहिए. So my final message would actually be कि I get that head start में there's a lot of popularity. Like सीधी बात है, this is a popularity contest, right? At least presidential or VP के, ठीक है? It frankly it is a popularity contest. But I as my final message, all I'd say is que don't vote for your friend just because they said vote for me, right? And this goes for all my friends as well. Don't vote for me because I'm your friend, right? Vote for me if you guys think I am, how would I phrase this? Vote for me if you think I am capable of being the ambassador of Head Start Kuri.
Absolutely.
That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
Bro, thank you for coming.
I love being here, man. So thank you for giving me
ये
this opportunity to speak.
इंशाल्लाह अभी within the hour आना शुरू हो जाएगा.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
लोग देख भी लेंगे
But
और फिर कल भी आएगा.
also before we wrap this up, there's one more thing I want to say. जब मैं कुरी में immense talent की बात कर रहा था ना, I was talking about like तुम्हारे जैसे लोग.
थैंक यू.
Because यार I won't lie, talent है, dances भी हैं, ठीक है. I'm not gonna say कि सब में talent है, right? सब में talent होता है that needs to be explored, right? But there's a lot of people who have talent but will never act on it, right? My job is to push them, right? But you pushed yourself, which I know you had a rough phase towards the end of last year, and then you full 180 mark, you came
हाँ.
back on an amazing note. So hats off to you, man. That was something which I never really got to say, was something impressive, and I massively respect that.
थैंक यू. ओके ब्रो.
Okay, sir.
कल इंशाल्लाह
Allah Hafiz.
अल्लाह हाफिज.